Hey everybody, it's Steven, and it's been about 6.5 weeks since my procedure, and I want to update you as to where I'm at. First off, thank you everybody who's been messaging me and commenting and sending support and good wishes. It's been very nice to have all that support and help out there, and thank you everybody. So, getting into it, I'm going to say 65% better than I was 6.5 weeks ago prior to the procedure. My spasticity is about 80% better, maybe even more than that. I just have a little bit of problem with it on my left side, not bad at all. My drop foot is still there, but it's getting better. I'm in physical therapy 3 days a week, and that's going really, really well. I actually don't feel good now unless I work out. I have a routine that I'm doing from the physical therapist, and if I don't do it every day, I feel horrible. And the more I exercise, the better I feel, as long as I don't overdo it. If I do too much, I'm really tired, but not the fatigue tired like before, just tired from being overworked. I don't have heat intolerance problems. A week and a half ago, my wife and daughter and I went to San Diego to SeaWorld, and I actually got a sunburn and was out in the heat all day long, and I had no problems whatsoever, no issues at all. So my heat intolerance is completely gone. I did very well. We did about a 7-hour day at the park, and had no issues. Felt great afterward and got great sleep afterward and ready to go the next day. So cognitively, I'm much better. I don't have as much brain fog, confusion. I don't have anxiety. I can be in groups of people now, and I'm very comfortable, and hasn't been like that for at least 10 years. So huge improvements in the cognitive area. Emotionally, I'm still going through a lot. This was a huge switch that has been flipped. I spent a lot of years getting worse, and then all of a sudden the switch was flipped and everything is 180 degrees different, and emotionally it's pretty rough. I have to relearn how to act around people, how to act at home, how to think and process information. A lot of things are very different in that aspect, and it's going to take a little time. Luckily, my wife is an amazing woman, and she's very patient and very stern at the same time. She doesn't let me slide on stuff that I need to pay attention to, and yet is patient about letting me figure it out. So the emotional side of this is probably one of my bigger challenges. Just relearning how to process and deal with certain situations. So other than that, the only other big problem I have is I still don't walk real well, but it's just because I don't have any muscle. The left side of my body has shrunk significantly. I did have an amazing amount of swelling on my left leg and the left side of my back, the back of my head, and my neck and my shoulders, and everything has shrunk down now, and I don't have the swelling. But since that's gone and the spasticity's gone, the amount of muscle atrophy is really great, and I'm having to rebuild that very slowly. It doesn't want to come back, but it is coming back, and the more I exercise and the more the blood flows, the more things are healing, and blood is getting into areas it hasn't been in years, and I'm feeling an improvement every day in a lot of areas. When I sleep at night, occasionally I'll get woken up by some twitching or pounding from my blood trying to get into areas that it hasn't been in a while. So it's a very interesting process to go through and feel things come back to life. As I'm doing exercises at physical therapy, I can actually feel muscle fire again and respond, and things come back slowly and start to have memorization of what they used to do prior to me having so many problems physically. So my left and right legs are just beginning this week to start to work together again. When I do squats and heel raises and things like that, I can feel the muscle groups working together in tandem for the first time since the procedure, and first time in years. Getting up and down out of chairs and doing different exercises, I can feel the right and left trying to work in tandem now, instead of just the right side doing all of the work. So that's really exciting to see that. What else? I guess that's about it for right now. I have a bunch of little stuff. You know, I still have a little bit of numbness in my hands, in my small pinky finger and ring finger on both sides. It comes and goes. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, it's completely gone, and it'll slowly come back during the day. Sometimes it's there all the time. It's real hit or miss, depending on the day. Oh, one other big thing that I'm finding is if I lay down all night, or if I take a nap in the daytime, when I'm getting up, this week in particular, my left leg, the knee is starting to bend on its own and the foot drop is going. And I'm getting between 6 and 8 steps with almost completely normal walking. And so something's happening there. I don't know if that's going to be permanent or not, but this week in particular, I've had a lot of changes in that. And if I lay down flat on the floor for 20 or 30 minutes and get up, I'm able to walk almost completely normal. And it doesn't last. The foot drops a little bit, and then the knee doesn't bend on its own after 8 or 10 steps. But it's more than I've had in at least 4 years with the knee bending and the foot drop. It's the most comfortable I've walked in a long time. And when I am walking like that, my balance is very good. So I don't know if that will improve or if it'll stay that way, but hopefully if I keep doing the physical therapy, it will improve and maybe go back to not needing the cane. Right now I'm still using the cane, actually more than I did before, because I'm relearning how to balance, and I still use the scooter somewhat. But when we do go out and go shopping, I'll let my wife drive the scooter, and I'll use my daughter's stroller, and I'll walk as far as I can walk, and then we'll trade. And I'll rest for a little while, and then I'll do it again. So I'm pushing myself to try to be walking again, and not using the cane or the scooter. Let's see. I think that's it. Things are going really good. I feel phenomenal. I sleep great. I dream. I haven't felt this good in years. Again, cognitively, I'm very, very happy and incredibly impressed with the improvements. And hopefully it just continues on. Anyway, if you have any questions, anything you guys want to know, please comment me or send me a message. Happy to respond to everybody. And all of you out there that are getting the procedure, keep going after it. If you're getting it, that's awesome. Don't be worried about anything. Just get it and see what happens. And if you're fighting to get it, don't stop fighting. Just keep going after it. Don't listen to the negativity about it. It's either going to work or it's not. And depending on what the extent of your CCSVI is and your MS, everybody's going to have different results. But if there's even a small chance that you'll get some improvement, you need to go after it. There's too much of a chance of having improvement versus not having improvement to not go after the procedure. It's not dangerous. It's very simple, and everybody should try. Don't give up. Just keep trying, and don't listen to the negative side of things. It is a positive experience. Even if you go in and there's nothing changes afterward, it's a positive experience because it's going to give you a better understanding where you're at. And there's a lot to be said for that, for understanding exactly how your MS affects you and whether there's an opportunity or not to get it better. At least if you go in and there is no CCSVI and you don't have a difference, at least then you have a better understanding of what you're dealing with and can look at treatment in different ways if you want. So go after it. Don't listen to all the garbage out there. There's too much negativity out there right now, and it breaks my heart that there's people out there that are unwilling to have an open mind and try something new and see if it'll make a difference. You have to go after it. Nobody's going to help you. You got to help yourself. So help yourself. If you're trying to get it, don't give up. it will come, and you will get some help and get a better understanding of what's going on. All right, guys, so thanks so much, and we'll talk soon.